It's time for the Nathan Brown Show, live from Walk-Ons Sports Bistreaux in Conway on 106.7 Buzz 2.
Bouncing it outside. There goes Hale, and he's into the end zone. 14 yards in a hurry, just kept churning those legs, and Darius Hale with another touchdown. And for Darius, that is number 34 in his Central Arkansas career.
Over the next hour, Coach Brown and Bears broadcaster Justin Acri will recap previous games, highlight outstanding performances, and look ahead at what's next for Central Arkansas football.
McElvain rolling, got to get rid of it. McElvain unleashes it towards the end zone. The ball is tipped in the air. And was it caught? Was it caught? Oh, my goodness! Oh, my goodness! The Bears have scored! The Bears have scored!
The Nathan Brown Show is presented by Walk-Ons Sports Bistreaux in Conway and broadcasted live at their location at 955 South Amity Road.
And has all day to throw. Looking, and downfield he goes. Has a man and is picked off. Picked off by T.D. Williams at midfield. At the 40, the 35-30, 25-20. T.D. Williams may go. 10-5. Touchdown, Central Arkansas. No flags. That's how you start. Woo! Bears on the board.
And is also brought to you in part by HD Roofing and Construction, Highland Dairy, Papa John's, Oaklawn Hot Springs, Conway Regional, Moike's RV, Slim Chickens, First Arkansas Bank and Trust, and Nuke's Eatery.
Powell staying at running back, set to the right side of McElvain. He'll get the handoff up the middle, cutting through, still on his feet. 35-30, 25-20. There he goes by everybody into the end zone. Touchdown, Central Arkansas. Derek Powell better than everybody on that one.
Now, let's head to Walk-Ons and join Nathan Brown and Justin Acri.
All right, welcome in. After a victory for Central Arkansas, let's go. Live at Walk-Ons tonight, and here with the coach, and we're going to talk to a couple of in-state Bears tonight. Cam Robinson here, and I guess Tamarian Wilson will be here when he gets here. Good luck telling him what to do. Anyway, looking forward to talking to him, the linebacker lookalike who now plays safety. But Cam Robinson coming off a career night coach, and really a fun trip up to Lindenwood. It wasn't a terribly long trip comparatively to some of the others you guys have coming up. And it's a school that we're just getting to know as they've continued their transition up. But certainly they got some good days ahead. And, man, what a great town, facility. They got a lot to sell up there. But all they, unfortunately for them, got sold this weekend was a loss from us.
Yeah, I was very impressed with the trip. I mean, you saw pictures and you kind of know the area. You know, as an Arkansan, you've been to St. Louis a time or two, watched the Cardinals or whatever that is.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I'm gonna fight Steve-O before the show's over.
Steve-O's over there. He's been up there plenty of times.
Yes, he has. Nobody's perfect.
But very impressed. But beautiful campus. I mean, obviously, I know you mentioned this several times that the setting of the game was just a beautiful, quaint stadium. I mean, not huge, but I thought they had a great crowd, great student section. I mean, they were very engaged, very hospitable. Impressive trip, and obviously a blessing for us to go up there and find a way to win the game, and obviously getting a 21-point win on the road. It's a big deal for our program, especially early in the season.
So a 21-point win that could have been a 31 or 40-point win, the what could have beens. And, again, it's nice when you can learn some lessons, right, after a victory as opposed to having to learn those in defeat. Yeah,
and that's what we challenged our guys in last night in our team meeting before we went to practice was the difficult part as a football team is growing off wins. It's easy to split hairs when you lose. It's easy to, state the obvious in a losing matter. But when you win and you win in a convincing manner, and really it was probably more lopsided than the score showed, can you grow from that? And that's the challenge of consistency and attention to detail that we're trying to take into this week as we turn the page to a conference game. And so I think our guys will respond in the right way. I think they'll take the constructive criticism from our coaching staff and really grow from it because they see, I mean, look, we left points out there on offense. Defense didn't cause a turnover. That was something they're frustrated about. Obviously giving up a late touchdown. I know some reserves were in at that point, but they wanted to keep him out of the end zone. So there's a lot to grow from. And obviously a couple breakdowns on special teams. I mean, a missed field goal and a blocked field goal. So, I mean, there's a lot of things to learn from last Saturday.
No doubt. So the good news is got win number one. That had to be sweet. And I know you guys were looking forward to the opportunity. And a feisty Lindenwood team, I thought. You guys had a kind of a chippy deal. I mean, right?
Good football team. And look, I think they play with a swagger to them. I think their coach is a great coach. And we talked about it last week. I thought going in, and obviously we had a prior game with them a couple years ago, a very well coached team. They're long. They look the part. I'll tell you what, that running back, the size he runs, he looks like Darius Hale. Some of those linebackers and defensive linemen they had are twitchy and long dudes. Had maybe one of the best receivers we'll face all year.
Yes.
Very special, talented receiver that made a few plays to keep them in the game, to be honest. And I think they're going to be tough. They're going to be a tough win for a lot of teams in the OVC. I don't know how deep that conference is, but I would think that team's going to be in every game that they're in throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah, Jeff Caldwell's the guy you're talking about. Had 6 for 99. If he was on my team, I would probably throw it to him 20 times a game.
Yeah, he's
a little different. Yeah, for sure.
Special.
You got some pretty special guys too, Coach, and we have a couple of them tonight. We mentioned Tamarian Wilson is here. We're going to talk to Cam Robinson, who had a career night, 100 yards, and he's a guy that I know you have been talking to us about being on the way up. One of the more experienced guys you've got on this team. I know you're excited about Trajan Bridges, and he had obviously a big night in special teams and receiving the other night. Malachi Henry, also a guy that's on the way up. But man, great to see the guy from Whitehall get the job done and get you over 100 yards and played really well and kind of showing some leadership in the receiving room.
Well, Cam's so solid. We obviously preseason knew he was going to be one of the guys. Had moments last year as a starter in the slot, and it was his time to be the guy this year. And so Cam's done a great job of taking that role and running with it. And I think you're going to see the best still to come in his game. And obviously a weapon on the kickoff return unit as well for us. So big week for Cam, but I know he wants more, and you're going to see more out of him as we continue to grow throughout the season.
I kind of buried the lead here. The Bears have moved up to 7th in both polls today, so getting some more national respect after the victory this weekend. Tarleton, that last game of the year, sort of looming, and they moved up to 16th. Abilene Christian into the top 25 in the stats poll now as well after playing Texas Tech really close and having a good solid second week and receiving votes in the coaches poll. ACU currently leading the FCS over 400 yards passing a game. You guys are sitting, though, in 4th in total offense and just wreaking havoc defensively at the nation's top in sacks so far. So creating negative plays, and it's interesting. We saw your old defensive coordinator, guy you grew up with. I guess he watched you grow up.
Yeah.
Denzel Cox in the house, and got to appreciate the fact that you guys are getting after quarterbacks and making offenses uncomfortable.
Well, I thought what was huge the other night was obviously D-Walk was D-Walk. He had 2 more sacks, and he's leading the country in sacks right now. But watching guys like Sam Horton, break out, watching Keon Williams get a big sack, Javion Jones was in on a sack. T-Bird, we're bringing him off the edge more. You're going to see him get more pressures. That's not his natural position, but he's so versatile, and we'll talk to him in a minute. But that's big because, look, teams are going to key on David in the way he can rush the passer. We've got to have other guys step up. And so, Buck Cobbs didn't get a sack the other night, but he's in the backfield constantly. He said he's one of those defensive linemen I would call a nuisance as an offensive coach. I mean, he's just constantly wrecking things and making the quarterback move on his mark. So it's big for our defensive line to manufacture some pressure. And obviously we've done a good job to this point getting the quarterbacks down.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to play one that runs like Rayner for week 1. And then obviously that kid the other night was scrappy and, I thought he played pretty well throughout the game, but look, we kept him off balance. And I think that's what was frustrating for him the whole night.
Well, statistically, a total domination by Central Arkansas when you look at the total yardage, and ran about the same number of plays the week before. Arkansas State had run about 30 more plays than the Bears did. This week, 550 yards to 258. You ran 66 plays. They ran 62. So certainly made the most of it. Had a lot of big plays, explosives, Coach. Love that.
Yes, we were efficient, but we got to get the ball in the end zone, and we'll talk more about that.
Absolutely. All right, coming up, we will talk to one of these Bears who are making plays for Central Arkansas. Home opener is this Saturday, 6 o'clock, and it's Austin Peay. Payback time for the Bears. Trying to get that second one of the year, and it has become a budding rivalry. I know a lot of folks are looking forward to it, and I'm sure all the guys who wear gray and purple are looking forward to it this weekend. Stay tuned. We're back at Walk-Ons The Nathan Brown Show continues after this on Buzz 2 106.7.
Setting a new workout goal? Post-workout recovery is a lot sweeter when you fuel up with rich, delicious Highland Dairy chocolate milk. Packed with the nutrients you need to re-energize, including protein, calcium, and potassium, chocolate milk is a tasty treat at the end of your hard workout. Find a money-saving coupon at highlanddairy.com/chocolate. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
What's your Oaklawn? Maybe it's lounging under a cabana at our sparkling pool, or unwinding with a massage at the luxurious Astral Spa. It could be dining in elegance, then hitting the casino for fun and high fives. And while you're here, you could explore thermal spas, dining and shopping on Bathhouse Row in Hot Springs National Park, just steps away from the resort. Discover your Oaklawn. Make reservations today at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Slim's Tender Mac Bowls are back. We start with a 3-cheese blend to make our delicious mac and top it with chopped hand-breaded tenders and Colby Jack cheese. Try the Tender Mac Bowl meal or the Buffalo Tender Mac Bowl meal, both served with Texas toast and a medium drink. The mac is back and oh so tasty. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
Family-owned and operated since 1976, Moix RV represents the finest recreational vehicle manufacturers at clear see-through prices. This means no prep fees, no additional freight, free battery, free propane, and comprehensive free training on your new camper. And Moix RV is home to Camp Moix, a free camping club organizing events throughout the year. All of these things show Moix's commitment to being a customer service company that happens to sell RVs. 1213 Collier Drive in Conway, and let us show you true value.
Last spot in the break
HD
here, boss.
Roofing and Construction, proud to be Central Arkansas owned and operated, offering free inspections, insurance claims assistance, a huge product selection and the highest standards in Arkansas. Whether it's minor repairs or a full roof replacement for your commercial or residential property, they'll provide you with quality materials, craftsmanship warranties, and cost-effective solutions. Call today, 501-428-0429, or get a quote at hdarkansas.com. HD Roofing, proud to be the official roofing partner of UCA Athletics.
If you have a question or comment for the head bear, send Justin a message on Twitter at JustinAcri7. Now, back to the Nathan Brown Show, presented by Walk-Ons Sports Bistreaux in Conway, 955 South Amity Road, on the Buzz Radio Network.
Bears going to go towards the end zone, and they've got it. Touchdown, Central Arkansas. Lindenwood says no. There was a fumble, but the head linesman says touchdown before the ball came out. So the Bears are on the board finally after the touchdown run. All right, welcome back to the Nathan Brown Show live from Walk-Ons, and we are going to talk some defense. We're going to talk a little offense as well. Cam Robinson will join us in a bit. Let's say hello to Marion Wilson. This may be the last time you ever appear on the Nathan Brown Show. We may have to get you back later in the year, though. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. I'm glad we got you here early in the season. Do not adjust your cameras if you're watching on the stream. That is a defensive back. I know it may look like a linebacker, but he does play a little different position this year. So moving to nickel, you getting to play around the line of scrimmage a little more this year. Are you liking it? Still adjusting? How do you feel?
I love being around the ball. That's why I feel like I miss a couple plays, but I'm also playing fast too. So I mean,
how much preparation, as far as like how different is it from being back as opposed to being up? Like how much different is it for you as far as your preparation or how you go about it?
Well, now I'm studying the slot receiver instead of the tight end. So I mean, and then also alignments based on like what they're running and stuff. So
right. I
mean, I'll have to study more than I used to have to study.
Yeah.
So.
You get more licks from your position now, you think, or from where you were?
I say now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're getting some special teams hits too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like that.
I love special teams.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Certain guy. I mean, I would think once you get to a certain level, and you're an All-American candidate, obviously, maybe special teams not high on your priority list anymore, but you like it.
I love special teams. I just love just doing whatever it takes to win a football game.
Yeah.
So whatever I need to do, I'll do it for the team.
I like that.
Yes, sir.
So tell me about your defense, and you're getting to be around the lineman a little bit more. we were talking in the break. I mean, it didn't seem to matter who was up there. Obviously, you know what you're going to get from David, but some of the other guys have got in the mix and have been just creating havoc. And a lot of question marks coming in. It was like, okay, who's going to take that other end of the line? And there were a lot of guys making plays all over the place.
I say, man, this defense is like one person can make a play, then it's another person. So it's not based on, David's a great player, but you have multiple dudes that can rush the passer. You have multiple dudes that can cover. So we have a great defense that fits us. So
no doubt. Well, you guys were among the nation's leaders in a number of categories last year. Right now, you're sitting at, let's see, top 5, I guess, and maybe first. Yeah, first right now, 4.5 sacks a game. Creating negative plays, how much of a priority is that in meetings during the week?
Well, I say if you creating a negative play first and second down, you're throwing offense off schedule. So that allows David and Sam Horton and those guys to rush the passer to know because it's passing down. It's obvious passing down. So.
Yeah. I was going to ask you about sort of goals for the season and what you think this team's capable of. It was a narrow miss last year. You guys are a win away, 2 or 3 points away, really, from making the postseason. What were the thoughts coming back this year for you?
We're going for a national championship run.
Okay.
That's what it is. We all know that, but, I mean, we got to take week by week, day by day, and we just got to get better each day.
Arkansas State beat Tulsa last weekend, and they've got Michigan this weekend. If they beat Michigan, I feel really good about week 1. But what were your takeaways from that game? Obviously, outside of the call that didn't, go the Bears' way, and it was the wrong call, as we've had told to us later. But how did you feel like you guys showed up in week 1?
I feel like defense could have done more, in the second half to limit them. I didn't play the second half, which, I mean, I kind of was upset on the sideline that I couldn't get back in. But, I mean, we still had a chance to win at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We off week 1. We on week 3 now. We're trying to figure out a way to beat Austin Peay.
It feels like you've been here for 10 years because you started playing so early in your career. I can remember you making, plays in your freshman season. It's crazy. Kind of like you. Had a pick early.
He made the game-sealing win against who?
Austin Peay.
Austin Peay.
Is that the COVID year?
First career game.
Yeah, that's hard to believe. Yeah. That was feels like a lifetime ago.
True freshman, first career game, makes the game-sealing interception.
Yeah, he made a few plays as a true freshman. So what are your, I guess what are your thoughts this week going into the Austin Peay game? Coach just talked about. I mean, this has become a bit of a rivalry. They obviously kept you guys out last year. How do you feel about this week?
Let me tell you this.
Be smart here.
We're coming.
Okay.
Defense, we're coming out hot. I mean, we played a great defensive game last year when we played them. But I mean, we still let them score 2 touchdowns, and I mean that could have changed the game if we didn't let them score. So we understand what type of game this is, regardless of who the head coach is or who the players are. We're still Austin Peay at the end of the day.
Yeah. What'd you think? How'd you enjoy the trip this weekend?
Coming back, I was hurting a little bit.
Yeah.
On the bus. So, but I mean, it was a great environment. I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So week 1 was just cramp stuff, or what happened with you?
Yeah, it was cramps. I mean, I ain't never caught a cramp in my life, so
it's wild.
That was the first time.
Yeah, I mean, you guys. That's what's weird to me because you see it a lot early in the season. Obviously, it's hot, but you guys practice in camp. It's hot. I mean, you go through all that. You think it's an adrenaline thing, or what causes all that?
I probably was a little too hyped. I mean, I say
yeah.
But I mean, because
you can tend to get that way.
Yeah. I was just it was just a game that I had circled on my schedule that I feel like I had to play good in for my team to win.
Yeah. Well, y'all certainly did play well and had a great shot there. How about academically as you wrap up your college career? Start thinking about maybe what's next for you. What are you doing? What do you have school wise this year?
Oh, I'm just right now,
baby, we're cruising. You got an easy semester. Tell me.
He's a college graduate already.
Okay, so you're done.
So he's
What are the requirements for that? What do you have to do? What do you have to do?
12 hours.
Okay.
He's
so let me see what's the rundown? What are we taking?
Oh,
class wise. I'm not taking anything. No, I actually just kidding.
Yeah, I'm taking a few classes, like 4 online classes.
Okay.
But it's nothing too hard. I mean,
Yeah.
Right now, I'm majoring in football. That's what I
like
tell
that.
Coach State.
You tape?
Coach Scott.
You get to watch tape in between?
I
in
watch
between
tape,
classes?
So I watch tape. I just actually today I watched from 11 to like 1. Then we watched with the DBs is like 2 to 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So,
how about aspirations for beyond college? What kind of thoughts do you have about an NFL possibility?
That's where I want to be. That's why I feel my game. A lot of people say I'm this. A lot of people say I'm that. But at the end of the day, I'm a football player at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter what position I play. I just feel like I'm an NFL prospect at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Regardless if I get drafted or not, I'm going to improve myself at the end of the day.
He can fit. We've had a lot of scouts in, obviously, with his buzz, D-Walk's buzz. He's a guy that is on the East-West Shrine game watch list, the Senior Bowl watch list. He's going to be playing in the NFL next year. It's just a matter of how high he can help himself get. Is what it's going to take. A lot of buzz around him, but I think he knows that it's important for him to play well and win games, and everything else take care of itself.
Yep.
So what? Well, you already kind of talked about this week, I guess, and you've already stated your goals. So I guess we're ready to roll. How about some of the guys that stood in there? I thought really played well, sort of pressed into action when you weren't available the other night at Arkansas State. Had some guys making plays. Give me kind of your thoughts on the future of the defensive back position.
Man, we in great hands. You got Kobe McQuillan. Well, Casey's going to be done after this year, but you also have some freshmen that's ready to play. So, I mean, Coach Scott did a great job recruiting DBs. I mean, so it's just after, like, he's just reloading at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to lead these guys just to be the best version of themselves and show them the way to do it.
Yeah. Well, listen, good luck this week. I appreciate you coming on.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
I'm going to put in a word for you, try to get you back on the show before the end of the year.
I got you.
All right. Appreciate it. All right. Tamarian Wilson, good stuff there. Thank you. Yeah, 7 tackles the other night. And, again, the team, 7 sacks. Just really impressive, Coach. And, man, as a head coach, you got to love seeing negative plays. As he mentioned, getting them off schedule, put them behind the sticks. Second long, third long, that's a recipe for success for your defense.
Yeah, and we just got done talking to a young man that's going to go down as one of the best players to ever play in UCA football history on the defensive side of the ball. Going to finish probably top 5 in the career tackles.
Yeah.
Will be a guy that has close to 10 double-digit interceptions. And then he's got the prototype body. He's 6'2", 215, 220 pounds. There's a lot of mixes. Actually, as George Odom makes a tackle tonight, you talked about special teams with him. He knows as well as anybody. George Odom's on his 3rd contract in the NFL off of being a great special teams player. I mean, you're talking about a guy that's made over $30 million in contract money because he can run down and do what T-Bird did twice on kickoff and punt last week on the NFL side. So you just, man, you want to build your program around guys like T-Bird. He's grown so much. And he's the unsung leader of our defense. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I always think about, getting defensive tape and having him see that, but I would think, now that you talk about it, special teams tape probably helps his prospects too.
The first thing scouts ask when they come on campus is, do they play special teams?
Yeah.
And then that's just what they ask. And so I have yet to meet a scout that doesn't ask that.
Yeah. Does he like to hit people? Answer yes.
He likes to literally disintegrate people.
I like that. All right, we're going to talk to a guy who tries to avoid being disintegrated. He did a great job this weekend. He plays on the other side of the ball, and he is another, like T-Bird, he's another Arkansas guy, Central Arkansas guy. Got Bryant and Whitehall in the house. So we're going to talk to Cam Robinson coming up after the break. It's 7:23. We're here at Walk-Ons at Conway. Todd Pierce on the 1s and 2s. Nathan Brown, Justin Acri. We're back with you after this on Buzz 21067.
When you're looking for wholesome, craveable meals for you and your family, Nuke's Eatery in Conway has the best in fresh salads, flavorful pizzas, hot toasted sandwiches, and delicious sweet treats. Nuke's has 99-cent kids meals every day after 4 p.m. with the purchase of adult entree, plus Nuke's caters for all occasions. Sign up for Nuke's Rewards today for exclusive offers and earn points for free food. Nuke's, the best comfort food with a southern twist. In Conway at 1040 South Amity Road. Order today in the Nuke's Eatery app or at nukes.com.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing more than exceptional care. You're choosing a healthcare provider deeply rooted in your community, where our doctors and staff are your neighbors and friends. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, We believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Take control of your healthcare journey with us as your dedicated partner. Schedule your appointment today and let our family care for yours.
First Arkansas Bank and Trust is proud to be the newest partner with UCA Athletics. They expanded into Conway in 2018 and are fully committed to serving all of Conway and the surrounding Faulkner County area, offering full-service banking and loan products, mobile and online options, as well as their Cube interactive teller machines, providing extended banking hours for your convenience. Go see Donnie Bradley and the rest of the First Arkansas Bank and Trust team at 804 Hogan Lane. Go Bears! Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
1 minute
At
left
Papa
in the break,
John's,
boss.
we
1 minute.
start with better. No, seriously. Every original crust pizza starts with our signature dough that's always fresh, never frozen, hand-tossed, and made with 6 simple ingredients. And now our dough can save you dough when you order from the Papa Pairings menu. Pair a medium one-topping pizza with one or more of your Papa Pairings favorites for just $6.99 each. How about that for better? Order now on the app, only at Papa John's.
Arkansas is known
Last
for its
spot in the
beauty.
break, 30
Rolling
seconds.
hills, scenic fields and valleys, and beautiful rivers run through our state. We want to keep Arkansas beautiful, but we need your help. Do your part by not littering and by keeping your community clean. Register for a local cleanup or become a litter grabber to fight litter at your own pace. Your community needs you. Join us in keeping Arkansas beautiful. Visit keeparkansasbeautiful.com to learn more. This message brought to you by this station, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission.
You're listening to The Nathan Brown Show, presented by Walk-Ons Sports Bistreaux in Conway, where everything is made from scratch, bringing Cajun cuisine to life. Now, back to Coach Brown and Justin on the Buzz Radio Network.
Between the tackles. Gets loose at the 40. 35-30. Adios, amigo. Touchdown, Central Arkansas. How about 55 yards for Derek Powell? Muy bien. Welcome in. Back here at Walk-Ons. Supposed to be talking with like a Cajun accent, not in Espanol, but I don't even know where that came from, Coach. It's the first time I've ever done that, but it was exciting. We run out of ways to get people fired up about Derek Powell. It's become almost sort of commonplace now. A 55-yard touchdown run, a 69-yard touchdown catch on a shovel. I mean, there's a lot of ways to utilize him.
Yeah, I mean, he's special. we were talking about this the other day. I mean, I don't know that I've ever coached a player that has the caliber and the ability to score from any point on the field.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been around a lot of players, 50 yards in, they can get – I mean, we could be on the 1 yard line, and they're not going to catch him. I mean, he's that quick twitched. And so it's fun, and we've got to keep utilizing him in different ways and shoveling and throwing him the ball and getting him out in space because he's tough in space and just a special young man, but also a very special football player.
No doubt. And we wanted to go through the drive summary here, and we talked about, here's what I loved. You had your average scoring drive was just shy of 80 yards.
Yeah, that's great.
So, I mean, you got plenty of practice in there. Not great field position most of the night. And you did it in less than 8 plays on average over those 5 scoring drives. So 1375, 6 plays 93, 4 plays 85, 8 plays 69, 8 plays 75. So what does that tell you?
And that's how you get to 550 yards of offense.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we love to have a short field. I think all of us would. And, special teams play can help that. Some turnovers can help that. But man, it's good to be able to sustain drives, capitalize on drives, and be able to go the distance of the field. That's a big deal.
Cam Robinson joining us. 6 catches, 112 career night, at least so far. Congrats. Awesome performance the other night.
Thank you.
It's been a minute since you had 100 yards, huh?
Yeah, I think SEMO last year I had close to it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So how did you feel going into Linden? How did it play out in your mind?
I felt good going in. Got some good weather. Felt good.
Wasn't that nice?
Yeah, it was.
It was a lot better in Jonesboro.
It was stuffy in Jonesboro. But, I felt good. Once I got the ball a couple of times, felt good and started getting a little confidence going and, just played out good in my favor.
This is third-year starter for Will. How much does that rapport and familiarity matter?
Just having a veteran quarterback back there really helps a lot because he helps us, helps us be in the right places, helps, mentor us a lot. Because we have a young receiver unit, a lot of guys that haven't been out there. He kind of just gets us together, helps us we run routes together all the time, try to get on the same page. So that really helps a lot, just having the same quarterback there with a lot of experience.
Monday Night Football is on, and we're watching, George Odom make plays, first of all, which is nice, former Bear. But we're watching the Jets and the Niners, a couple of teams that figure to be in the mix by the end of the year. I just saw Brock Purdy throw one in the end zone, but Deebo Samuel had broken it off about 20 yards before that. Mm-hmm. How much do you get option routes? How do you guys know what you're looking for, and how often do you end up on the wrong page together?
We have a lot of option routes in our playbook. So, we rep them a lot. So, a lot of times we try to be on the same page. There's times where, we kind of get on different pages and stuff. But I feel like a lot of times we were pretty on the same page because we rep it a lot in practice.
One thing that helps option routes and being able to do things on the fly is having football intellect. That matters, right? Because you only think like, man, the quarterback's got to be the smart guy. He's got to be the one that sees and understands defense and coverages. It's just as important for these guys. And I think that's why Cam's having success and has such a good rapport with Will is because he understands defenses. He's as trustworthy as anybody we have in that room, and that's why you're going to see him keep stacking on catches every week.
Yeah, Will showed the arm strength the other night. I did not expect the Hail Mary at the end.
3 more yards, right?
Yeah.
2 more yards.
The Hail Mary at the end of the first half, but that was pretty impressive. You uncorked one there. What were you guys trying to pull off there? What was the plan?
Really, we had 2 seconds left. Really, just trying to get a chance, put the ball in the air, and try to get a quick score before the half. See how far Will could throw it.
Is there an intended receiver on that play, or is it just whoever it's close to?
Just whoever can go up and grab it off a tip or anything. Just trying to get the ball in the end zone. That's really the main goal.
Yeah.
Because you were in on that EKU one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's done it before.
Yeah.
He was actually the one that tipped it up to Gerard.
Oh, were you you got the assist?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We mentioned you.
Yeah.
Well, let's give him some love.
He
what are your memories of that play? What do you remember about that play?
It was really crazy because before that, I think Gerard actually had dropped the ball.
He did.
He did. So it was kind of like, whoa. And then I think we probably had a couple seconds left, and Will threw the ball up, gave everybody a chance. The ball was in the air, tipped up, and just seeing Gerard come down with it. It was really a crazy, surreal feeling.
I remember them coming to the sideline because it went to review. Obviously, that review went in our favor, which was positive.
Too soon.
But I remember talking to Cam, and Cam's over there. I've been lied to before by players, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I promise I caught it. He's like, Coach, I swear he was in the end zone. I'm like, did he get in the end zone? Did he get in the end zone? Cam's like, I swear I was right there.
Yeah.
How about this year for you coming back and the near miss last year and the goals for this year and how maybe you guys learned some lessons from the narrow miss in 23?
I really think on offense, this kind of what we're talking about this year too is just starting fast. I feel like a lot of games we kind of started out slow on offense and had to pick it up towards the end. And, when you get to playing those good teams, you kind of got to start fast. So I feel like that's really what we've been harping on this year. And I feel like that's really what, just the plan going on.
It's easy to say that. How do you do it? What does that mean? How does that work?
Just execute the plays that are called. Really is little things a lot of times that kind of just set us back, like penalties, missed assignments and things. But it's just stuff that we got to clean up and just fix.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure that we will.
I want to ask you about your path here. Obviously grew up not far from here.
Mm-hmm.
When did Central Arkansas get on your radar? How'd you all make the connection there?
So it was going really towards the middle of my senior season, really a little bit before. I was talking to Coach Howard, the overseeing coach here, for a minute, and I was actually committed to SEMO at first, and then Coach Brown had hit me up and was just like, we really need a guy at the slot position this year, and we would like that to be you. And I've always liked Central Arkansas, like what they've had going here. Just wanted to be a part of it.
Unbelievable baseball player, by the way. He was going to be a Division I baseball player, and fell in love with football. And he was you did the club circuit with baseball and all the showcases. And he's an unbelievable athlete.
What'd you play?
Outfield.
Yeah,
in outfield.
Okay. Nobody tackles you in baseball. What do you think?
Yeah.
They throw the ball 90 miles per hour at you.
That's true, too.
Getting hit by a baseball don't feel
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Well, it's not as bad as getting hit by a safety, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about going up against the guys you got? I mean, we just had T-Bird on, and you go against some pretty good dudes in practice. How much does that prepare you for games?
It prepares like a lot. Like I feel like we really probably have one of the best defensive backfields in our conference, and really a lot of people we face. So it's competition every day. We go good on good a lot. So just getting good looks from those guys have really helped just me and our receiving unit as a whole. Because it's like I said, we like to compete. It's always competition. So.
Todd, you may have to pad the music for a second. I got to ask one last question. No bulletin board material. But you got to be licking your chops just a hair. I mean, you guys got to be excited about having another shot at Austin Peay because it wasn't long ago you guys had that game over there. And the way they celebrated like they'd never won a game before, and their coach is a lot, obviously. He's moved on to UTEP and lost this weekend. Anyway, but you guys have to be excited about this. I know you get excited every Saturday. You only get so many of these, but this is a kind of a special matchup, right?
Yep, it is. We had the conference championship right there at our fingertips, and just lost on a tough game last year. Lost by a couple points. I feel like this year, I feel like this is really a statement game, like we've been talking about, and I'm just ready to just get back at them.
Yeah, no doubt.
Excited, yes, sir.
Good luck this week.
Yes, sir.
All right, Cam Robinson, good stuff. Thank you. Appreciate you coming on. All right, I got to ask one thing real quick before we hit the break. Coach, of you. Sorry, Cam, you're good. You mentioned it earlier, but it's a little bit of a weird schedule where you go a couple non-cons, conference game, back to non-conference. I mean, a game's a game, right? Or is it a little different?
Well, a game's a game, but there is a level of focus and intensity that ratchets up during conference week. I mean, this game has teeth, right? I mean, like, you go 1-0 and you're on top of the UAC mountain in September. That's a big deal. I mean, if you drop the game, you're 0-1, you're having to battle back the whole, all on the back end of the schedule. So it is different. You play two nons and then a sandwich of a conference game in between two other nons. You don't see that very often, but look, it's our first home game. I think it's there's going to be a lot of buzz around it. And I know, Austin Peay's played a tough schedule, and they're licking their chops to get in the win column, so they're going to come motivated and ready. But yeah, it is different. I think you do, and we talked about that in team meeting that it is a different level of focus. I mean, yeah, where we want to get, and obviously our goals, you got to win every week, or you need to have a chance to win every week. But your only guaranteed chance of getting in the playoffs is winning the conference, and so this game has teeth, and our guys understand that.
All right, we'll talk a little more about what happened on Saturday. Look ahead to this weekend with Austin Peay coming to town again. 6 o'clock kick. We'll join you on the UCA radio network at 5 o'clock with our pregame show. Much more ahead. Got our 2-minute drill with Coach as well a little bit later. And we'll get to some more details about the Governors coming up. Stay with us. You're listening to the Nathan Brown Show on Buzz 21067.
Setting a new workout goal? Post-workout recovery is a lot sweeter when you fuel up with rich, delicious Highland Dairy chocolate milk. Packed with the nutrients you need to re-energize, including protein, calcium, and potassium, chocolate milk is a tasty treat at the end of your hard workout. Find a money-saving coupon at highlanddairy.com/chocolate. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Family owned and operated since 1976, Moix RV represents the finest recreational vehicle manufacturers at clear see-through prices. This means no prep fees, no additional freight, free battery, free propane, and comprehensive free training on your new camper. And Moix RV is home to Camp Moix, a free camping club organizing events throughout the year. All of these things show Moix's commitment to being a customer service company that happens to sell RVs. 1213 Collier Drive in Conway, and let us show you true value.
Slim's Tender Mac Bowls are back. We start with a 3-cheese blend to make our delicious mac and top it with chopped hand-breaded tenders and Colby Jack cheese. Try the Tender Mac Bowl meal or the Buffalo Tender Mac Bowl meal, both served with Texas toast and a medium drink. The Mac is back and oh so tasty. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
1 minute left in the break, boss. 1 minute.
HD Roofing and Construction, proud to be Central Arkansas owned and operated, offering free inspections, insurance claims assistance, a huge product selection and the highest standards in Arkansas. Whether it's minor repairs or a full roof replacement for your commercial or residential property, they'll provide you with quality materials, craftsmanship, warranties, and cost-effective solutions. Call today, 501-428-0429, or get a quote at hdarkansas.com. HD Roofing, proud to be the official roofing partner of UCA Athletics.
What's your Oaklawn? Maybe it's lounging under a cabana at our sparkling pool, or unwinding with a massage at the luxurious Astral Spa. It could be dining in elegance, then hitting the casino for fun and high fives. And while you're here, you could explore thermal spas, dining and shopping on Bathhouse Row in Hot Springs National Park, just steps away from the resort. Discover your Oaklawn. Make reservations today at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Go Purple, go Gray, go UCA. You're listening to the Nathan Brown Show on the Buzz Radio Network, coming to you live from Walk-Ons Sports Bistreaux in Conway. A great place to take the family or catch the game. Now, back to Coach Brown and Justin.
There goes Darius Hale on the right side, bouncing off a defender, and touchdown, Central Arkansas. Darius Hale getting the tough yards for the score. Darius Hale in for the touchdown, and the Bears extend the lead 26-6 with 13:43 to go. All right, welcome back here to Walk-Ons in Conway. Nathan Brown, Justin Acri, happy to be with you, and appreciate the guys coming on. They got stuff to get to tonight, but looking forward to seeing them back in action this weekend. And I want to talk one more thing on offense, and we'll flip over to a couple other things. Got to talk some special teams. We saw a guy really flash over there this weekend. Coach, excited about that. But Darius Hale and the 1-2 punch you've got with Shenderick, who is, we know how explosive Shenderick is, but Darius really the tough yards, but he's also sneaky fast. How do you think the 1-2 punches work so far?
Man, it's been great. I mean, they both know their roles, and either one of them can be a feature back, and that's the great thing is they're both. You've got two feature backs in one room, and so the other night, and again, games are going to dictate different styles of play calling. The beautiful thing about the other night, as far as running back balance goes, both of them had 19 touches. So if you can, Darius is going to get the tough yards. I mean, you get inside the 5, he's proven it. I mean, he's going to go down as one of the all-time leading touchdown guys in our history. And so, obviously, Shenderick has the shock and awe and the wow runs a lot, but Darius to me has been really, really, really good. And here's the deal: he's going to break out. There's going to be plenty of moments where he's going to have a 60, 70-yard run too, because we've seen it happen. And so, man, I'm excited about those two. They feed off each other, and man, both of them are playing at a high level, and we need them to continue that. I think they would both echo that the offensive line play has been really solid, and that's has to continue, and I think we're going to continue to grow in that room as well. But, man, it's been fun to watch those two work. 34 rushing touchdowns now for Darius. That's just on the ground, and that doesn't count the few that he's gotten as a receiver. One other guy I wanted to mention, too, he only got one touch, but 57 yards in a hurry for Manny Smith. And I know you're excited about him on special teams, but he can be obviously a real weapon for you offensively. You're going to continue to see more of Manny. He's earned the role to have an ability to make plays in the game. And he's not a lot of people think he's going to just be a specialist player. He's 5'6" on a good day. He's elite, and he's an elite route runner. He's hard to get your hands on him. I think he's still mad he didn't get in the end zone. But they took a good angle on him. But man, Manny's going to play a big role as we continue throughout the season, and he's going to make a lot of plays this year that people are going to be dropping their jaws at because he's got that kind of ability.
We talked about Cam, and he had a big day, 6 for 112. But another guy we expected to take a big step forward. I know you were excited about seeing him in this game, and he did so both as a receiver and as a punt returner. But Trajan Bridges, 5 for 51, coach. And then as a punt returner, he broke one and almost took one to the house. He was about a shoestring tackle away. We had one of those on a kick return too. But 26-yarder as part of his night. Yeah. He is a guy that is going to be a huge asset.
I think Trajan's made the catch he had at Arkansas State on a corner route and then a dig route he caught on a big third down. Prove what kind of receiver he is. He's elite. I mean, he's an elite with his hands. He knows how to gain leverage. He knows how to find holes. Him and Will have a great rapport. We need him to keep coming up big. We need him to be a bona fide number one type guy. He's got that ability. Obviously, Malachi has been very solid in week 1 and week 2. You're going to continue to see. I think Malachi Henry, for UCA Bear fans that that are true fans, he's Desmond Smith 2.0. I believe he's still the all-time leading receiver as far as catches go. He's elite as well. Arlie Lee was out this week. He banged up his shoulder at Arkansas State. Hopefully we can get him back this week. I think he has big play potential as well. But yeah, Trajan's got I'll tell you, he busted the rust off week 1. You saw a little bit this week. You know, we need another step this week because I know he has that ability.
I got to say one more thing, too. And I meant to say this earlier. Shadaric Powell, while we're heaping praise on him, the catch, the run, all that, the best play he made all night was he leveled a dude on a block. And, Coach, it was just a wow moment. He is not the biggest dude, but he is strong as an ox, and it is incredible watching him go to work on dudes.
Most explosive guy. Well, it's either him or D-Walk. They're on the same team.
Yeah.
Probably pound for pound the most explosive guy I've ever seen in my life. Just unreal. And I tell you what, you knew it was a big play whenever we're kind of huddling up there because there was an injury on the play, unfortunately, for one of their players. We're huddling up in the offensive sideline there, trying to get the next play together, and I hear commotion going on. I'm like talking to Coach Collins on the headset. I look over there, and Coach Stacks and Coach Fody over there chest bumping him. And they're like, man, like freaking out about it. And I'm like, that's what it's about. Yeah. I mean, like, you got a running back that we know is going to be 1,000-plus yard rusher that knows how to score touchdowns, but, man, he's a complete player.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a big block because Cam Robinson made 11 yards on that play, and he doesn't do that if Shunderick doesn't make that block.
Yeah, it's fun when you watch a guy decleat another guy when he's on your team. That's the nice thing. When it goes the other way, it's not too much fun. We're coming up on our last break. We're going to get to know our foe a little bit more about Austin Peay again, coaching change. We'll find out more about Jeff Ferris. They are picked 5th in the league out of the 9 teams. And we're going to talk a little about some of their offensive and defensive guys to keep an eye on. Also, 2-minute drill. So it's all coming up. Stay with us. We'll get right to the break and come back, and we'll wrap things up here at Walk-Ons with the Nathan Brown Show. And keep rooting for George Odom here on Monday Night Football.
When you're looking for wholesome, craveable meals for you and your family, Nuke's Eatery in Conway has the best in fresh salads, flavorful pizzas, hot toasted sandwiches, and delicious sweet treats. Nuke's has 99-cent kids meals every day after 4 p.m. with the purchase of adult entree, plus Nuke's caters for all occasions. Sign up for Nuke's Rewards today for exclusive offers and earn points for free food. Nuke's, the best comfort food with a southern twist. In Conway at 1040 South Amity Road. Order today in the Nuke's Eatery app or at nukes.com.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing more than exceptional care. You're choosing a healthcare provider deeply rooted in your community, where our doctors and staff are your neighbors and friends. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Take control of your healthcare journey with us as your dedicated partner. Schedule your appointment today and let our family care for yours.
First Arkansas Bank and Trust is proud to be the newest partner with UCA Athletics. They expanded into Conway in 2018 and are fully committed to serving all of Conway and the surrounding Faulkner County area, offering full-service banking and loan products, mobile and online options, as well as their Cube interactive teller machines, providing extended banking hours for your convenience. Go see Donnie Bradley and the rest of the First Arkansas Bank and Trust team at 804 Hogan Lane. Go Bears! Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Papa John's, we
1 minute to go, boss.
better.
1 minute.
No, seriously. Every original crust pizza starts with our signature dough that's always fresh, never frozen, hand-tossed, and made with 6 simple ingredients. And now our dough can save you dough when you order from the Papa Pairings menu. Pair a medium one-topping pizza with one or more of your Papa Pairings favorites for just $6.99 each. How about that for better? Order now on the app, only at Papa John's.
If you've ever stood overlooking a bluff on
Last spot
Pettigee,
in the break here, boss.
floated
30
the buffalo,
seconds.
taken a leisurely drive through miles of Delta farmland, or even witnessed a brilliant sunset from your own backyard, you know Arkansas is full of beauty. Naturally, that leaves no room for trash. Get litter out of the picture and keep Arkansas in its natural state, clean and green. Visit keeparkansasbeautiful.com to learn more. A message from this station, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission.
We're talking Bear football tonight on the Nathan Brown Show, presented by Walk-Ons Sports Bistreaux in Conway, and broadcasting live from their location at 955 South Amity Road.
The Bears go big boy here, and they do. Hale cutting through into the end zone, untouched. Touchdown again for Darius Hale. So both running backs paying dividends for the Bears, and Manny Smith, the big play on that drive to extend the lead. And the Bears have put this one completely out of reach with 3:17 to go. All right, welcome back. He fixed that. And do you ever have guys after they have a long run, coach, and don't quite get in the end zone go, hey, can I get one more?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Manny's that type of guy. Oh yeah. Manny's still mad.
Okay.
As we sit right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess he'll have to find his way in on that one carry next time. But you're going to get some more touches for him, so we'll look forward to that. All right, let's get to know our foe a little bit here. We're talking about the Austin Peay Governors, and the more things change, the more they stay the same, they say. But it is a little different team. New head coach, new approach, and still a team that most of the Bear fans are going to hate on this weekend. So the good news is it's a pretty important one. Last year was the last one. This year is the first one, but it certainly does, pose a pretty big opportunity for your team.
I have a lot of respect for Coach Jeff Ferris. Obviously, his track record is pretty good. I mean, he's been an assistant coach at UCLA, obviously under the Chip Kelly system. Was at Duke under, I believe, Coach Cutcliffe at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been around some great coaching, man. And I got to know him a little bit at some of our coaching media stuff, and sharp coach. I mean, he loves the Tennessee area. That's where he's originally from. He's going to have these guys ready to go. He's got energy to him. He's put together a really good staff. And look, Austin Peay's in an attractive area as far as transfer goes. They're going to have some really good transfer portal guys. They brought in a solid high school class, but look, they're also getting them early in the year. I think could be a good thing. I mean, I think this is one of those teams you're going to see keep getting better every week. I mean, they had close to 50 new players in their program. So it's going to take some time for them. But look, they're going to be tough to beat. I mean, look at their schedule, or don't look at their 0-2 record and think that they're not a good football team. They played probably one of, if not the most difficult schedule in FCS football at this point.
Coach Ferris, just sidebar here, has a degree in economics, a master's in economics, and
he's a lot smarter than me.
He's got a master's in Christian studies. So, I mean, that's a wide swath. I mean, that's an interesting – there's some biblical commentary there, but I won't make it. So let's move on to some of their players, Coach. And they're coming off a guy who was named the United Athletic Conference Defensive Player of the Week in Jade Lyles. I will say they had a misprint in their release because they said he's the first guy to have 13 tackles. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Jace Benesh had 15 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he did.
So pump the brakes over there, Governors. But anyway, good performance from him, and he's been pretty special. He's their leading tackler with 19 this year. What do they do defensively?
Well, their safeties are going to be playmakers. That's where they seem to put a lot of their best players, at least recruiting-wise. Different, kind of unorthodox type defense. They're a 3-3-5 defense. Blitz a lot. A high blitz percentage team. Really want to get after you and get you behind the sticks. They've done a good job with that against Louisville and Southern Illinois the first 2 weeks. They just haven't done great on second and third down. And they've given up too many explosives, I would say, on their end that they would want to. But, man, you watch them and they're running to the ball. I mean, it's like watching red ants sometimes. Them guys go, and they're going to be athletic. They're not real big, But man, they're physical and they're violent when they get to the point of attack. Very impressed at this point at watching their defense.
Quarterback Austin Smith, new here, but he's a transfer from Eastern Michigan, played a lot of games over there.
Yeah.
Had a solid first start there, although, again, running for his life a little bit. Gave up 9 sacks last week, and run game hasn't really gotten going. That makes it tough on a quarterback, but what do you expect from their passing game?
Well, they played against a Power 4 defense, and then Southern Illinois is a top 5 defense from last year, so they're well coached. So, I mean, I could see where the run game – they'll probably try to establish the run, and we obviously take pride in stopping the run. So we'll see if we can keep them doing that. Obviously, pass game-wise, they want to establish the pass. They've got some really talented receivers. They've got a Manny Smith on their team. I think their leading receiver is 5'7", not a big kid, but very shifty, runs good routes. But we have to do a good job winning first down. If we win first down, put them in some third and longs like T-Bird was talking about earlier, we feel like we can let our pass rush go to work. And so early downs are going to be a key this week, not only for our defense, but for our offense as well.
Yeah, Roman Copeland, coach, mentioned he is 5'6", 163.
I gave him an inch.
Which means he's probably 5'5", about a buck 55.
He's not big, but he's a talented receiver.
Yeah, talented little dude, I'll say it. Anyway, but hey, listen, if you can go, you can go. You know what I mean? No doubt about it. I mean, who am I to judge? All right, let's get to 2-minute drill, and then we'll come back and finish up with what we've got going the rest of the week in preparation for Austin Peay coming to town. You have been a Bear coach for a long time. What is the oldest item that has UCA on it that you own? Do you know?
I own actually wasn't a part of it, but I own a 1980 mid-80s polo. Was a gift to me. Haven't worn it, but I own it.
Okay.
It was from one of those national championship years.
All right. You've never worn it?
No.
Interesting.
Not a big cotton polo guy these days.
I like the dry fit pullover here.
I don't think I own anything other than dry fit these days.
I don't know that. It's very modern. You're a modern kind of guy.
Yeah.
Second question. Favorite cheese?
Pepper jack.
Good call. Meat?
Man, this is tough. I love steak, but I think if I had to couldn't give up one of them, I'd probably pork.
Okay.
I like bacon, sausage,
ribs,
pork chops, ribs. I mean, that's hard to beat.
Well, what's your favorite cut of steak?
Ribeye.
Okay, me too. Other than purple, what color do you wear the most?
Black or white.
We're really on a
gray.
Gray, yeah. We're on a clothing kick here. What is your most prized piece of clothing besides the polo you've never worn? Do you have a favorite suit, a favorite shirt, a favorite pair of pants?
I'm gonna give Greg Hatcher a shout out.
Okay.
I got a sports coat or really it was a suit, but a sports coat from Greg Hatcher.
Yeah.
From a company that he uses out of Las Vegas, and he hooked me up with that. It's a purple jacket. I don't know if that I would have bought it, but as far as the price,
like to wear it?
But I appreciate Greg for that.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Awesome dude.
And then what kinds of things are you saving to pass on to your kids? Any memorabilia that you want your kids to have?
I've kept a lot of my stuff, just as memories. I like showing Luke some of that sometimes.
Speak of the devil.
Yeah, just walked in for football practice.
Where's that championship ring?
Luke, where's your ring? You didn't bring it? No, I don't know. I'm not big on some of that stuff. Hopefully, I just pass on a lot of knowledge.
There you go. I like that.
A lot of knowledge.
That's good. Well, does he listen?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Yeah. You may be a D1 head coach, but your dad. So
depends on the day.
You're not going to be smart again until he's 18, coach. Trust me, I've been through that. It's all good. All right. Well, listen, join us. It's going to be a beautiful day. Chamber of Commerce Day last weekend. We're going to have one too.
This has a chance to be one too.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Come on and join us over on the Stripes. It's the home opener. Austin Peay's coming to town. What more do you need to know? We're looking forward to it. 6:00 kick, and it is a 5:00 pregame on the UCA Radio Network. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Nathan Brown Show. For Todd Pierce back in the studio and Coach Brown, I'm Justin Acri. We'll join you again next Monday, hopefully recapping another big win for the Bears. Good night, everybody.
The Nathan Brown Show has been presented live.